What is going on, everybody? Mr. Loud over here. I just want to start off by saying if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, put a like on the video if you like it, and feel free to share it to anyone you think might benefit from this content. I do my best to give good, valuable content to all my subscribers and all those who watch, and I put a lot of effort into it. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we've been on this journey. This is now the second video in the journey of best of the Walmart soaps, best of the Walmart products. I don't want to belabor this series because I know that it may not seem valuable to everybody, but for those of you who are concerned, look, I don't want to order on Amazon, I don't want to order online, I just want to go to my Walmart, I want to go to my AutoZone, and I want to know what products will get the job done. You're not a professional detailer, you're not someone who does this full time, but you just take care of your own cars and you want to know what is cheap yet what is effective. And so we did the first video talking about the Armor All Wash and Wax and the OxiClean Outshine. I was thoroughly surprised about the results of that video. If you want to go ahead and see that, it should be one video back. Go check that out and you'll see the results and the winner there. But we got two new products today that I want to talk about. And the first one is I want to talk about the Mother's Wash and Wax, more specifically the Mother's Speed Foaming Wash and Wax. That's going to be the first one in the video today. Then the second one we're going to talk about is the Maguires Gold Class car wash shampoo and conditioner. So I figured these two might be good to go head to head. I originally was going to put this one against Armor All because they do look alike, but when you talk about price comparison, it just didn't make any sense. These two are going to be roughly around the same price as far as value per ounce. And so guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to go ahead and do like we always do. I'm going to put 3 ounces, 500 milliliters of water in my foam cannon, 3 gallons of water, 1 ounce per gallon in the bucket, and we're gonna see which one holds up. Now guys, it's hot outside, so the sun's blaring out. You know, they say once you hit September that you start hitting the cooler months in South Florida. They lied. It's hotter than ever, but we're still gonna go ahead and pump out the content. Thank you so much and stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started off. The first product we're gonna talk about today is the Mother's Speed Foaming Wash and Wax. So I'm not gonna belabor, I'm just gonna quickly run through the packaging and the bottle and all that. It says it's suds, rinse, done. Basically they're saying just suds up the car, rinse it off and you're done. Let's be practical here, that's not how it works. But it cleans, shines, and protects, perfect for foam cannon guns. So they're saying that this is great for a foam cannon, which we're gonna do, 3 ounces and 500 milliliters of water, and foam guns, which I don't waste my time with. Let's see, it provides maximum results with minimal effort, leaving your vehicle perfectly clean, shiny, and protected. Thick penetrating suds blankets your vehicle, so they're saying it blankets, so it's going to be a thick coverage around the vehicle, dissolving, lifting, and suspending dulling contaminants so that they can be safely rinsed away while simultaneously boosting your existing wax. So basically they're just taking the claim of, you know, it's just going to lather up the vehicle, emulsify the dirt, and pull it off. Okay, so let's just get into it. Directions: begin with a cool surface, wash from top to bottom, rinse often, do not let dry. So they're already telling you that this product is going to streak. So as far as the streaking test, loser. Hand wash: pour a small amount, about 1 ounce per gallon, of speed foaming wash and wax into a bucket. We have 3 gallons of water in a bucket. We'll do 1 ounce per gallon. Hose off vehicle to remove loose dirt. Basically, it says work one area at a time. Shampoo vehicle with clean sponge or wash mitt. I guess that's what their rendition of suds means. And then rinse thoroughly and dry with a soft, clean microfiber towel. If you're going to use it in a foam cannon or a foam gun, add desired amount of speed foaming wash and wax to the soap dispensing bottle. Foam the entire vehicle and allow adequate dwell time to loosen contaminants. Rinse thoroughly and let dry. So basically it's like any other soap. I mean, there's nothing special about it. And so going into it and looking at it, and I'll be honest, I did open it. I tried to film this video already, and I actually did use a little bit in the foam cannon, so I already know how it's going to work in the foam cannon, so that's why it looks like there's a little bit missing. And one thing I noticed when I was looking at it before, I don't know if you could tell, but there's like a little white residue at the bottom. I'm assuming what they do is they take, it's probably some type of carnauba or some type of wax. I don't know what kind of wax they use, but whatever they're using, they're probably converting it from whatever its source was to a powdered form, and then through there implementing it into the soap, in which now we see a settling at the bottom, a white residue. I don't like that. That means that you're not really getting good wax, and that means if it settles at the bottom, chances are that whatever wax they claim to have, it's not doing anything. So that's one thing I don't like. I already have an ought against the product with that, but let's see how it performs. So I'm gonna shake it up because of that white residue. And as I shake it up, I notice it goes away, but then it just comes back, so it doesn't dissolve into the product. That's a problem in my opinion. Now maybe it's not wax, maybe it's something different, but if it is something different, what is it? And so very simple, I'm gonna do 3 ounces into the foam cannon. See, I'm gonna take you down here a little bit. Awkward camera angle of the day. Oh yeah, very awkward of the day. Noob move. Bo, Mr. Lad, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, yeah, it's still awkward. Whatever, we're just gonna get going. So, this is a 2 ounce or a 1/4 cup dispenser. It's poured, oh gosh, Bo, Mr. Lad, you don't know how to pour stuff, don't you? Call yourself a detailer, but you can't even mix? No, guys, I can't, I'm sorry. So, we'll compensate a little bit. Oh, and I'm dropping. Man, this is one fail after another. I'm not even gonna edit that out. I'm so embarrassed of myself, I'm not even gonna edit that out. But I'll tell you what, as I am dispersing and dispensing it in, I see the white residue. I see the white particles. It's so weird, I don't like that. It really makes me feel like, okay, yeah, maybe there's wax, but is it even in the product though? I don't know, I don't like that. So now we're gonna do 3 ounces in the bucket because we have 3 gallons of water. There you go, 1 and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna activate the suds in the bucket and we're gonna see how does this stuff even look. Okay, turn it on. Move you out of the way. So it says, the package says to go ahead and do 1 ounce per gallon. Now let's check out the soap. I mean, we have definite basic looking suds. Nothing special, doesn't scream out, but at least there's suds and the suds are kind of thick. Now, as far as the lubricity tests, once again, little to no lubricity. OxyClean had way more lubricity than this. And so that is an issue. So what I'm going to do, and I'll do it on camera, and once I find my mixer, is I will do 3 more. I will do 1 more ounce per gallon, and we'll take it from there. And if it doesn't show good results there, then that's just crazy. Let's try it again. Activate it. Make sure we got good mixing. That's better, but we're still at like a C. It's not that good. It's really not that good at all. Very discouraging. Lubricity, you're gonna need 3 ounces per gallon. And yeah, but at least the suds are there and they're not going away too quick, so that's pretty cool. Well guys, let's check out the foam cannon test and we'll see from there. All right guys, I got 500 milliliters of standard tap water, 3 ounces of soap, got Lucy over here. We're gonna get testing the foam. Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and let's take you in so we can get a quick little look at how the stuff is foaming up. Let's turn off the pressure washer before it makes more noise. So what we have is we see that the soap is coming off the vehicle, which is fine. I don't mind soap coming off the vehicle. I don't mind it falling away. That's how you know it's kind of trying to at least pull dirt off. But the question is it even emulsifying? Really, you don't know until you've actually gone spraying at it. But as far as lubricity with it being on the vehicle, I mean, I feel it a little bit, but it's nothing to brag about. I'll be honest. this is not really that good. Now, I don't care if it's a thick shaving cream consistency or if it's just a light lather that surrounds the vehicle. I don't mind, you know, I mean, if it's not a shaving cream, that's not the end of the world. It's still debatable whether shaving cream is better than just a light lather. Although with the way that they market it, obviously they're marketing it as a product that is going to do thick, crazy suds, quick, thick foam, and all that. And you know, this just isn't that type of product. It's not the kind of product that's going to give you that crazy thick suds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on pause for a bit. Come back in a couple minutes. We'll look at the car once it's there, and I'll show you the streaking that it does provide, because it's gonna streak, because it even says don't let it dry, and I'm gonna let it dry. So we'll see. Be right back. All right, so let's take you in to see how the soap is standing after 3 minutes. And after 2 to 3 minutes, you know, there's still some on there. I'd say there's not much. The roof obviously has more soap, has the most soap than anywhere else. But if we can see here, there's obvious streaking, obvious staining. Hopefully it's not permanent stains. We'll find that out. But up here where it's falling off, yeah, it has completely dried. I mean, there are heavy stains. I mean, if you can see all that, like right there, that's really bad. So it even looks like dirt, but it's not dirt. I mean, there is dirt in it. But it is obviously, you know, a streak, a stain, and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rinse it off real quick, and check it out. So finally, I found a good point of the soap where the rinse off actually isn't as bad as some of the other soaps out there. Of course, I didn't do the most thorough rinse, but with this amount of rinsing I did on the other products, I mean, I'm actually thoroughly surprised it rinses off very good. But let's go ahead and let's take it into the bucket wash. I'll be right back. I'm going to get it set up again, and we'll get to it. It's washing time. So, get you readjusted here. So as a quick glance, at a quick glance, I've got soap still in the car from the contact wash. But what I'll say is this is in a bucket. It's not going to give you the best suds. It's definitely more of a foam cannon soap, although 3 ounces is a little bit rough in it. You need more than 3 ounces, but I'm not doing the review. I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick mention that it's not that good as a contact wash, although the soap is still on the vehicle. I'm gonna rinse it off, and let's get to the next product. All right, so next up in this Walmart series, whatever you want to call it, we have the Maguires Gold Class Car Wash Shampoo and Conditioner. Washes and conditions paint in one step, and it has rich, luxurious suds. That's not my say, that's what the bottle says. Now, the funny thing is that with this product, they used to sell it in the 64 ounce for somewhere around, I don't know, it was like probably close to $10 for the package, maybe $9, $10 for 64 ounces. They cut down on the ounces, but also cut down on the price. I got this for about $6, maybe $6.50 for 48 ounces. And so I find that very interesting, and I don't know why. I'm debating whether is it because they did that because they wanted to give a similar portion as they do with the Ultimate, let's get you up here a little bit, with the Ultimate Wash and Wax or yellow soap. I don't know why they did that. To be honest, a product like this is so popular. I mean, it's so popular in the detailing world that you would think that they would want to give more, but they probably do that so people would buy more. I don't know. A lot of people give good reviews on this, so we're going to find out for ourselves now. First things first, open that bad boy up. Now, I didn't do a smell test on the other one, although it had a very bubblegumish scent to it, so I'll confirm at the end of the video. But you know, this has kind of like a shampoo-ish smell. It's very interesting. It's like a mild, cleaner smell. But like we did before, we're going to go ahead and do, first of all, you want to go ahead and read the back of the label first. Anything specific: Maguires Gold Class Car Wash Shampoo, conditioners, rich and luxurious product designed to wash and condition the paint. Maguires, it blends the finest conditioners and premium. This is just a bunch of jargon. Okay, so directions for best results: ensure car is cool to the touch and in the shade. Rinse surface with 1 hour, 1 ounce or 4 capfuls of product into a wash bucket and add 1 gallon of water. So they're saying 1 ounce per gallon as well. We got 3 gallons of water. We'll do 3 ounces like always. Apply surface with the wash mitt. Snow foam. Okay, so you can use this as a snow foam. For best results, fill the cannon bottle with 5-to-1 ratio, 5 parts water, 1 part Gold Class shampoo, and gently mix. For fewer suds, dilution up to 9-to-1 is acceptable. So I hate math. I don't do math well. So whatever 5-to-1 is with 500 milliliters of water, I mean, I'm just going to do 500 milliliters of water and 3 ounces like I always do. Forget what they say. We're just going to go ahead and do that. So without further ado, it's definitely thicker, a bit thicker. Actually, it's not a whole lot thicker. It's actually kind of similar to the Mothers. You know, it might even be a little bit thinner just because it seemed easier to pour in. So that's 2 ounces right there. About to hit the 3rd ounce. Oh, I should take you in for that. Don't you want to see? Do you want to see all this cool stuff? Yeah, okay. So that is 3 ounces, give or take. Now let's do 3 ounces in the bucket. You guys like ESPN? ESPN, right? Or Sports Center. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm not a big sports guy. My family is all from Ohio, so we're like natural born Buckeyes. That's too much. There you go. But I personally am not a big sports fan. I played sports as a kid. You know, I did all that, but personally now I'm in detailing. I'm a musician, play drums, and that's my deal. I've kind of gotten away from the sports game. I did a ton of sports as a kid growing up, but I just never followed through with it. All right, let's go ahead and let's check out the suds in the bucket. So 3 ounces. Okay, let's see how it is. It's better. It's not a whole lot better though, but it is better. It's so funny. I still find the OxiClean better. Good Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm just gonna real quick amp it up with 3 more ounces because even that wasn't the best. 1, 2, it's too much. 3, okay. Shake it up real quick. I'm not gonna take too much time on this, but I do want to give proper time and I want to see. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. We're at like a B-ish. I don't know who keeps score or not, but whatever. Let's get to the foam can and we'll see how it foams up. All right, guys, Maguires Gold Class car soap, shampoo, and conditioner, whatever. 500 milliliters of tap water, 3 ounces of soap. Let's see how it stands up. Okay, let's take you in real quick. Now, I hate that pressure washer. It's a pump issue. And I'm dropping soap over here. Probably edit that out. So, unlike the Mothers, this is much more of a shaving cream consistency. Now I'm working with a very, very weak pressure washer in comparison to PSI and GPM. But my foam cannon does have a 1.1 millimeter orifice, right? Yeah, 1.1 orifice, whatever. And so, you know, it kind of makes up the difference when it comes to the output in the foam cannon. It's definitely falling out. You can see the little bubbles inside the soap and all that, and you can tell that it's getting the job done. And it's falling off, yet not at a not at as slow as a rate as the Mothers did. And so the one thing I'm finding interesting though is that where this is all kind of falling off together, it's like kind of sheeting off. The Mothers kind of left a small little film behind, not too much of a film behind, but it seemed like it was, how do you say? It seemed like it was leaving behind just a little bit of a layer to grab onto, where I feel like this soap isn't doing this as much. I feel like it's just kind of falling off together, which kind of tells me, yes, this is a shaving cream soap, but as aesthetically pleasing as it may look, it is not going to be a soap that you would go to for the sake of a pre-rinse, if that makes sense. Because even here, it's all falling off together, where in the Mothers, if I recall correctly, it seemed to leave a little bit behind. It's like the top layer was falling off after or before the bottom layer. So I don't know, I find it very interesting, but I'm not seeing any staining, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm gonna take you up on I'm gonna put you back on the tripod. We'll come back in a couple minutes and we'll see how the soap looks. All right, guys, it's been a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take you in. I think we've actually pretty much hit 3 minutes. I'll let this one sit a little bit longer. Not on purpose, just kind of an accident. But, you know, it seems like this soap is staying on the car better. So, as I said, where it wasn't leaving like a base film behind like Mothers was trying to do, but it's all kind of just falling off together. It's still kind of doing that. But funny enough, even though it's not leaving a base layer behind, there's still more soap on the vehicle, which I find extremely intriguing. So, you know, you kind of have to think to yourself, what do I want more? Do I want more soap on the vehicle, or do I want more consistent soap around the vehicle? Now, if you look around here, there's barely any streaking, barely any staining, although, can I say there's 0% streaking? No, I can't. No, there's a little bit of streaking here, but it's nothing close to what Mothers was doing. And so, obviously, this soap is more sun friendly. This soap is going to be more, or err more on the side of, you know, easy to use, and possibly even in your professional detailing market, if you do have a company, or if you just, you know, I've got a few subscribers. James, I know, is one where he has a few cars that, you know, just his personal vehicles, or maybe one or two friends' cars that, you know, he just takes care of throughout the week, but it's every week. And so, you know, you want to err on the side of safe there, and something that's easy to use. There's much better soaps, but, you know, this is definitely something that seems to be, well, it's very dry, very smooth. I'm not feeling any residue left behind here. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it off, and we'll see kind of the rinse off process. And is it easy to rinse off? Because that's a big deal for a lot of people, including myself. So, as far as a rinse off, it was a little bit more complicated than Mothers, but not much more. Let's go ahead and let's do the bucket washing. Let's get to it. Well, there is the contact wash. I will say that it seemed to be fairly smooth under the mitt. My biggest thing, though, is that the suds are still in the car. They are a bit thicker, and I happen to like it. I'm going to go ahead and rinse off the car, do all that, and I'll give my final thoughts. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the Mother's Foaming Speed Wash and Wax, as well as the Maguires Gold Class Shampoo and Conditioner. Now, both of these soaps run you at about 12.5 to 13 cents per ounce, with Mother's costing you $8 for 64 ounces, and Maguires Gold Class costing you $6 for 48 ounces. Once again, I don't know why Maguires brought down the size from a 64-ounce bottle to a 48-ounce bottle. I kind of wish they would leave it at the 64-ounce bottle to make it better for some people, but I think what they're trying to do is increase the gap between home enthusiasts or, DIYers and professional detailers, car washers, because they have the professional line with the Hyper Wash, which I have and I will be reviewing soon. That all being said, so here's kind of my thoughts of both products, where Mother's in the foam cannon gave off whatever lubricity. It's not the most lubricious, lubricant, I don't know. But as it was on the car, it would kind of settle, and most of it would come off, but a little film would be left behind, to where if you like foaming car wash soaps, you can tell that it's probably going to do a decent job of emulsifying the dirt. With the Maguires Gold Class, it did not do that, but it was more of a shaving cream consistency, to where as I'm doing my contact wash, if I leave the soap on the car, I'm going to have much more lubricity, especially because the soap itself added some good lubricity with the foam cannon. So depending on what you prefer, I'm kind of caught in the middle. It's like sometimes I like when the foam just leaves a slight layer behind, yet most of it falls off, and then I just rinse that off with the foam cannon. But then again, sometimes I like in the detailing world, if I'm detailing a customer's car and I'm trying to, think about efficiency, where I don't even rinse off the car before doing a contact wash, I just leave the foam on the car. I would like something like the Maguires Gold Class, just because it adds lubricity and makes it easier. Maguires Gold Class was definitely slicker, softer under the mitt. As I was doing the contact wash, the mitt seemed to glide a little bit better in comparison to Mother's foaming wash and wax, where it didn't seem to glide as much. Another thing that I didn't like about Mother's is the fact that it had that powder inside of it that you had to shake up to kind of get everything mixed in, and so it leaves me to think, I question now, what is that? If that is the wax, can that cause issues? I couldn't really necessarily get a feel of those particles, but if they are microscopic particles, won't that in turn damage the paint? Stuff to think about, you know what I mean? And that's something you could only talk to Mothers about, and of course they're going to tell you no, it won't. You talk to other companies, they'll say of course it will. So it's just one of those things where, what is your preference? What do you like? Besides that, what I did like about Mother's is the rinse off was very well. It rinsed off very easily. So if you use it as a pre-wash in the foam cannon, a step one, that actually will be pretty effective, and I'm gonna go ahead and give the one up on the Mother's on that level, where Maguires didn't really rinse off as easy. It did rinse off okay, it wasn't bad, but it didn't rinse off as easy. But for me, the downside was with the fact that Mother's streaked and stained very, very intensely and insanely. I gotta work on my words here. But Maguires didn't so much. Maguires actually left very, very little streaking and staining. And so I was very surprised about that. There was a little, and there's always gonna be some with these over-the-counter soaps, but there wasn't much. Actually, I think it did the least out of any of the soaps that I did. Kind of debating between that and OxiClean. But, you know, as far as a winner, I have my opinion on the winner. But what do you guys think? Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Who do you think is the better buy? Both of them costing the same amount, but yet one needs a little bit more soap than the other. Dog's about to bark. But, you know, let me know what you think down below. Let me know who you want to move forward to the next round, because I am going to do a round with the winners, and I have one more round of prelims, and then we'll do a round of winners. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Mr. Ladd over here signing out. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you to all your love and support. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Press the notification button, which I'm not going to put it there. I just wanted to do that because everyone else does that. Why don't you smash the like button if you like the Graham Stephan show? I think that's what it is. He always talks about smashing the like button. Why don't you smash that like button? And thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Take care. Signing out.